NFL Week 4, Bryson. NFL Week 4. We are here. Dude, you got 2 Patrick Mahomes jerseys?
Yeah, that one's signed. That one's signed.
That one's okay. That one's signed. That's
That one is
unsigned. We
signed.
got to keep it fresh.
Unsigned. Walmart jersey. Walmart.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. It looks nice. It doesn't look like it's from Walmart. No disrespect to Walmart. But
Thank you.
NFL Week 4, we are here, Bryson. Shout out to everyone in the chat, everyone who's pouring in, everyone who's already here. Ready to build a winner. Ready to build multiple winners, I will say. We're due to sweep the board in our best bets. But last week, Bryson,
You
I
do,
feel like
for sure.
Yeah. I gave out Rams plus 3.5 last week. There's not a worse beat that you will see for the next 8 weeks in the NFL season, in my opinion.
Not a worse beat you'll probably see all season. That was a generational bad beat.
Yes, I would agree with that. I would just like to say we were one leg away from hitting the anytime touchdown parlay last week.
Yeah.
And you don't get any money for that. You don't get any kudos for that. But for the people who watched Cowboys Bears, Jake Ferguson was targeted 17 times and didn't get in the end zone. So there's that, and that stinks. But
yeah, who do you think we should blame for that?
I think it's all around. Haley Cavender, maybe. She didn't like the fire.
I have it narrowed down to 2 people. I'll let you decide which 2 people to blame. I have 1, Ryan Barrow, and 2, the other option is Jake Ferguson's quarterback.
Well, as the chat pointed out last week, I do research and you do nothing, and I think that's a good way to get into what we have to get
All
into.
All my picks won.
That's just what the chat's saying. It's not me. It's what the chat said. Speaking of the chat, Bryson, Devil Dog USMC, Bryson Ryan, let's get it. Matson B22, Tucker Craft, Fire, should have let Nico spin from Nick Stradamus. We'll get into it. Before we do, let's look at the most bet touchdown scores over at DraftKings. Pull it up. Number 1, James Cook minus 190. James Cook and the Bills rushing offense has been, pun intended, cooking so far this season. Jordan Mason, minus 120 for the Minnesota Vikings. That game is currently underway over in Ireland. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson, Roma Dunze making an appearance on the most bet TD scores in the year 2025. Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Nico Collins, and Omarion Hampton against the New York Giants today, minus 110. I will say, I do think Omarion Hampton, being the last name coming out of my mouth, is a place that we should probably start for this parlay with the Chargers visiting the great state of New Jersey to face the New York Giants. I think there's a lot going on in this game, Bryson, and I think it's the type of things that we would be interested in. Outside of the fact that Najee Harris is done for quite a while, and this is Omarion Hampton's backfield, Tyrone Tracy is now out, and it's Cam Scadabo's backfield, on top of the fact that Jackson Dart has gotten some snaps in the past few weeks, and they've quite literally only exclusively run a read option with him. Does he get in the end zone? And Ladd McConkey, we're in week 4 and hasn't scored a touchdown. So there's a lot going on here. What do you like in this game?
I would go Ladd. Ladd would be where I would drop off there. I think Hampton, I have some concerns about, to be frank, his skill. Like he has not impressed me. It's like, and I don't know who running back 2 is over there. Is that who DeAndre Gadsden the third is?
Yeah, it is.
And I might have said his name wrong. It's kind of blurry. But it's like Hampton is just too scary. But Ladd, they be throwing Ladd the ball. Like Ladd, you're getting probably 6 to 10 targets. So I like Ladd.
I agree. I'm not seeing anything from the. Oh, I see Rob Dog, Jackson Dart TD. I'll say this. I don't hate a Jackson Dart TD. Like, I really don't. But I do agree with you. And I think we also kind of have to take a step back as a community who does this show every week and remind ourselves it's been a little bit since we've hit. We're getting Ladd McConkey at plus 200. 3 weeks from now, Ladd McConkey is going to be minus 110, and we're going to be laughing about the time that in week 4 we got him at plus 200 against the stinky New York Giants secondary.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're on the same page.
Yeah. So I think it's as simple as that. G. Smith, our brother, says Travion Henderson. I want to see what the next game on the schedule. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything from. I don't know about you. Browns Lions. That game screams to me like the Lions are either going to beat them by 40 or this is going to be like a 9-6 game.
I think the Lions are going to smoke the Browns today.
That's what I said. I said I think they're either going to win by 40 or that it's going to be 9-6.
Yeah.
But
what you're not realizing, Ryan, is that I'm lagging because I'm in an Airbnb in Coburn, Pennsylvania, and I missed the 40 part. All I heard was 9-6.
Gotcha. Pennsylvania, not known for its Wi-Fi.
Dude, if you saw where I was, Ryan, you would understand. I am in the middle of nowhere.
Gotcha. Well, that's great. Did you bring like your room with you? Because you were in the same setup last week.
Yeah, I know. I brought it with me.
Okay. Joe Cool wants to know why not Scatabo. You want to give him that answer while we
because the Giants stink. The Giants stink. It's as simple as that. Like there's a legitimate possibility the Giants never get past the 40-yard line. Like there's a real world that happens. I don't want to bet on a running back in that team. Cam Gadabo is good. I'd rather have Lad.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Can we actually just get to mine? Can we get to mine? Like I have this guy's going in the way, and we need to just put him in there already. Get guy.
Sure, go ahead.
Ashton Genty.
Yeah, I do like that. That's it. Yeah. And -140 is brutal for a guy who has done absolutely nothing all season. But I don't hate that.
That tells you all you need to know. Ashton Genty's getting in the box today.
I don't disagree. Somebody in here dropped. I see Kyron Williams from Quentin Lyons. Bagel and Locks said Jerry Jeudy finds it. Who did Bagel and Locks give out last week that we liked and didn't take, but he didn't end up scoring? Because I remember I took it on the side. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Forgot. Is Ritter here yet? We need to get Ritter in here.
We really do need to get Ritter in here. But I'm not. I will say this. Tick 480 said he said a lot of things. Saquon, Ladd, Ashton, Nico, Gibbs. Do you think there's anything to Nico today, just with the fact that L'Jarius Sneed was like, I don't know who that is?
Yeah, I mean that's like a half decent take by you for sure. I'm concerned about CJ, man. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And like Nico's good. Nico be cooking and Nico be scoring, but it's like a couple weeks ago we had like 3 catches and one of them was a touchdown. It's like 3 catches is such a scoring a touchdown. Like if you bet Nico Collins under 3.5 receptions and touchdown, the odds on that are like probably 12-1, 15-1. That's not that's not a high probability situation. I want to be in a high probability situation. I want to be in a situation that our guy gets 19 targets and our quarterback throws it over our head 6 times in the end zone.
Yeah. Good callback. I will say too, and we skipped over this game, but I'm down to go back to it. RJ Singleton dropped a Emeka Egbuka. No Mike Evans. That Bucs offense is going to throw the ball 40 times.
Yeah. Am I right? Didn't they get another receiver back? Am I dumb for thinking Godwin's back?
Yeah, they got Chris Godwin back. But Chris Godwin, people the excitement around Chris Godwin coming back confuses me because Chris Godwin is coming off a second leg injury that has just destroyed everything in his leg.
Yeah. What's the price on the buck, man? It's probably steep, but is there any chance it's decent?
It's plus 125.
That feels good.
Yeah. We're not concerned that Rachaad White scored a touchdown?
Well, no, I am concerned. But it's like the Eagles defense was cheeks last week.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, again,
I can see the Buckman carving them up.
Can we come back to this?
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, how about this, right? I like odds and legs. What if you just clicked Bucky and then we came back? You know what I mean? I love just having more legs in there.
I can do that. D. Clifford said Kyle Pitts. Thoughts? Somebody loyalty.
I don't hate that.
Loyalty Ara Jonas said Bijan.
Also, I was actually going to suggest we go back to Bijan. But they're just so steep, bro. That's so steep.
Yeah. What is that going to get? Yeah, that's... Pitts is an interesting one. I will say, too... Like, this is not in this game, so I'm just going to... I want to put that out there. But, like... Who the hell was I going to say, man? Who was I going to say,
I can't read your mind. I can't read your mind. You said it's not in this game. There's 13 other games today. I have legitimately no idea where you were going.
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. What were you going to say about
is there any world like Mariota?
I feel like Mariota's live. I mean, he was live last week. I feel like we might have missed.
I don't like that he's not in this top grouping. I don't like that he's not in this top grouping at all.
Yeah, he's plus 390.
Yeah, I don't
after last week when he was running wild.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I will say a lot of people in this chat. A lot of people in this chat dropping Ravens players. I would assume, since you're big on the Chiefs today, that's not something that you're interested in.
I am interested in one, and I have one that you might really like or you might hate. Would you like to hear it?
Go ahead.
Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, I do hate that. You're correct. I do hate that a lot.
Brother owns I'll say this, Ryan. When we get off the show today, I'm not like gonna lose sleep over this pick, so I'm not gonna argue with you about it. Look up Isaiah Likely's stats against the Chiefs. Just do it when we got the show today.
Yeah. It's good. I remember his game last year. They're good. He's good. I do remember my train of thought from before. Puka Nacua has not scored a receiving touchdown yet.
Get us in there.
Yeah, he also wasn't on the top bet, guys.
We're in a good spot. And we're getting plus cheddar.
Yeah.
Is that an 05 or a 6.5? Any chance it's a 6.5?
It is an 05, brother. It is an 05.
That's brutal. I mean, he hasn't scored. That's a good sign, but Jesus, an 05 is brutal.
Yeah, he has scored one touchdown. It was a rushing touchdown. So it's not like he hasn't gotten in the box, but he hasn't scored a receiving touchdown yet.
Okay. I like this. I think it's back down to earth for the Colts today.
Yeah, I actually completely agree. Okay. Do we stop here? I will say I'll read some stuff from the chat. A Martin 57, you guys suck. Thank you very much. M Weaver 13 said Tyler Warren. Kincaid should be solid from loyalty. G Smith, I'm telling y'all, Travion Henderson getting a tud today. This is DJ Moore week for a touchdown from Johnny Justice. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that Nick Stradamus, Lamar TD. Any of that sound appetizing to you?
Who did G Smith say?
G Smith said Travion Henderson.
The Pats play the Panthers today. And Ramondre Stevenson lost them the game last week, fumbling it in the end zone, into the end zone. I mean, the problem is with Travion Henderson is they don't play brother that much. And do you know why they don't play brother that much? Because brother doesn't know how to block.
Yes.
And so it's like you're losing snap share simply because you don't know how to block that could be potential touchdown opportunities. So that sucks. I just don't know if I want to. It's like if we're gonna lose the parlay, like last week, I can go to sleep and I can face my family, I can face my kids, I can face my wife. I can say, you know what, we had Jake Ferguson, we threw the ball over his head 5 times, and we had 17 targets, we lost the parlay. But it's like if we lose this parlay because Travion Henderson didn't score, it's like I bet on a Patriots running back in 2025 that's in a running back by committee and doesn't know how to block. That's tough to explain to the kids.
That is tough. When you're reading them the bedtime story and they're asking, Dad, why are you so upset? You're like, yes, we did Travion Henderson. He rushed the ball 6 times for 18 yards.
What's the price on this bad boy? Are we in the 28, 22, 23?
We are not in the 28. We are in the 21.66. I think this is a good place to call it.
I can live with that.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to call it. I'm in agreement with you. Okay, So this is the anytime touchdown parlay for NFL Week 4. It is Ladd McConkey to score his first touchdown of the season. Ashton Genty to get in the box against the Chicago Bears. Bucky Irving to do the same against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then to take us home at 4:30, Puka Nacua. Catch the ball in the end zone, man. Plus 105 against the Colts. That is a 4-leg parlay, 2166. 2166, Bryson. I think these four we didn't name any no names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus 2100 is not bad. Damn near plus 2200.
I like this part.
I like it too.
I mentioned Bucky's name, and there's been a red arrow pointing down towards him ever since I mentioned his name earlier.
That's why,
insane.
again, when I said we should revisit it, that's the reason we haven't revisited it. I see it keep going like this, and I say, okay, hand up. I'm trusting him. So plus 2100 over on DraftKings. If you like it, go over. Use the myriad of promos that they have to bet this thing. If you don't like it, go do your own thing. Bryson, I will say after last week, I will be using my Ghost Leg token on this parlay to provide me some level of insurance in case we do get screwed. So
that's a smart choice, brother. That's a smart choice. I love Ghost Leg. I don't I'm a humble guy. No one brag or anything, but with week 4 of the NFL, and I am 3 for 3 on Ghost Legs. I am a 2-time Ghost Leg. I'm a 2-time Ghost Leg user and a 1-time just Ghost Leg champion. Didn't need the ghost.
I was okay. So I was about to ask, did you need the ghost every single time?
The first 2 weeks I needed the ghost. I graduated to a ghost champion. Did not need the ghost last week.
Yeah, love that for you. We love not needing to. Okay, before we get into our best bets, let's take a look at the public betting warning for today's slate of games. Again, NFL Week 4. It starts off with
Let me guess who the first one is. Let me guess who the first one is.
And then guess who the picture is. Who's the picture of?
Well, okay. I'm gonna guess that the top pick is got to be the Chargers versus the Giants.
Okay, and then who's the picture?
I'm right. Am I right?
I just guess the picture.
Well, I can't guess a picture. There's 32 NFL teams.
Just assume you're right. Assume you're right.
Okay, then the picture is going to be Justin Herbert.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm hot. I can't see. My eyes are all fucked up now.
Oh, that was awesome. That was
sick. But we're good.
That was sick.
I can't see.
Okay. Public betting warning for today. 82% of bets are on Chargers -6 against the New York Giants. 75% of bets are on the Bills -14.5 against the New Orleans Saints. Then the Packers -7 against the Cowboys. The Bears +1.5 against the Raiders. And then 68% of bets on Ravens -2.5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams fighting to not go 1-3. Bryson, give me your first best bet. And again, like I mentioned, there's a game going on in Ireland currently. The Steelers are up 14-6 over the Vikings.
Chris Olave to catch a pass, first drive.
I think we did establish this last week that I can't add that in here.
Not this again.
Yeah, not this again. And you're going to have me running around and doing all this, and it's not going to be here.
No.
Oh, here it is. Wait. It's here, dude.
Ryan, you just basically admitted that you screwed me last week, right? We're on the same page about that?
TBD.
Okay.
Do you want to give any level of thought while I do this, or do you want to just watch me score?
Well, I think it's going to be a really good Chris Olave day. I don't know if you've been paying attention. It's just not there. That's insane. Just do 6+ receptions, bro. I have to move on before I tilt. I think Chris Olave is going to have a good day today. And Ryan, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the page, but something happened last Monday. Some of my coworkers, you've never met any of them, some of my coworkers decided they wanted to try and doubt me. They were like, you know what? Strix doesn't know ball. He doesn't know. I said Mark Andrews going off tonight. They're like, you know, Mark Andrews only has 2 catches all season. And I said, you know, I'm the niche prop goat. And they said no. And so I had to call him out on Twitter. I posted it on our page. Mark Andrews, legacy game. So then on Thursday, my boss is like, "Hey, like, if you got any more of those winners, like, post them up. The audience loves you. They want more." So I said, "Okay, let me get in the lab." I came out with Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch went off. Okay, he had 4 catches,
Okay.
but we hit the bet. And so what I'm saying here is that I see the same thing happening for Olave today. The problem is I can't start a ladder at 6 catches. That's such a bad place to go. With a guy who his quarterback throws him hospital balls, it's just like Olave's going to have a good game today as long as he stays healthy. He's going to have a good game until he gets hurt. And hopefully he does not get hurt, obviously. But it's like he could get hurt. I'm scared of that. And so I'm not going to ladder him, but I want to take him to get a catch first drive, but I also think he'll get 6 receptions. So that's what we're taking.
I will say this about Chris Olave, and I think you were kind of hinting at the point there. Like, he is one of those guys who, if he has just stayed healthy throughout the course of his career, he's easily a top 10 receiver in the league. Like, he's very good.
I would agree.
Very, very, very good.
And you want to know my favorite part about this bet you have on the screen, Ryan?
What's that?
Our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook added a new promotion this season called Early Exit. And if he gets hurt in the first half, we get our money back cash credits.
I love that. That's God, best friends.
And I mean, we're gonna have 4 at halftime if we don't get hurt. So it's like from there, it's like, can we get 2 more without getting hurt? That's a good spot to be in.
Yeah, it's also fantastic that you're going to be in a negative game script the entire time, so you're going to have to pass. So that is sick. I will say this, and I'm about to talk about this game, so I'll mention this, and I know you'll like it. Nick Stradamus, who has been in the chat consistently throughout the entire show, so appreciate you, said Isaiah Likely over 1.5 catches. Is that his line?
Dude, yes. No, dude. The thing is, I do think he's going to be on a very limited. So I saw that this morning, and I was like, "Holy shit, we might have to run Mark Andrews back, but change it to Likely." But my concern is 2 things. One, Mark Andrews just had a great game, and so I think he's going to be overutilized. 3 things. 2, they have Charlie Kohler as well, who they use a lot. Like, he's a very good blocking tight end, but he can also catch the ball. And so it's like now you're looking at a 3 tight end situation. And thirdly, I just don't think his snap count is going to be like unlimited. Like, he's probably got maybe 30 snaps in him. And so it's like, how many of those are going to go to him? So my take is, like, I do think Isaiah Likely 2 receptions is a great bet. I don't know, like, the ladder potential is not there for me, even though it should be.
Okay. So you like the bet. You've then worked it into you can't ladder. Okay. I will say
can't ladder it because he might only play 30 snaps.
That fair enough. I like Ravens money line today. You're tossing up the L. You say what you want to say about it. I think this comes down to a few things for me. Like, everyone is going to be, Patrick Mahomes, underdog at home, never lost. The other part of this to me is, like, you have 2 1-2 teams. One of them has shown flashes of brilliance. The other one has been bad for 3 games, that being the Chiefs, the other one being the Ravens. If this game was being played in January and this was the line, I'd probably take the Chiefs because Lamar Jackson don't know how to win on the road in a big game in the playoffs. Doesn't matter who's playing, let alone playing against Patrick Mahomes. But I do think in these, like, clashes of the mighty in the regular season, you've seen Patrick Mahomes lose it more than not. Do I have concerns about the Ravens? What makes the Ravens great? For sure. I think Derrick Henry is finally starting to show his age, which at a certain point, I didn't know if that was ever going to happen. But I really like this Ravens team. I think the defense has a lot to be desired, but I think Lamar Jackson is still playing great ball. And I like the Ravens in this game. There's not a lot going on with the Chiefs that I particularly like right now. If they find a way to pull this out, hand up. It's goats doing goat things, but I think the Ravens are the better team here. I think they win.
Yeah, I get why you feel that way. And I'm gonna say I'm backing the Chiefs today. But my real take is it's like the Chiefs do this almost every season, and mind you, almost every season they don't look this bad, but it's like we always like, oh, Chiefs stink. They lost to somebody they shouldn't have. They aren't looking that good. They're barely winning games. but it's like they do have the GOAT. And what my biggest takeaway is I think we're gonna have a fun game today. This game, I think this game's gonna be like it might be like 13-13 at halftime, but then it's like a 31-30 final result. Stitch, you know what I mean?
I know. I
and I hope
agree
that
with you.
happens.
I think this would be a great game. Yeah. I don't think I don't think either team has it in them to get blown out. To be completely honest with you, which is probably why the spread is what it is.
I would agree.
So cool. What's your second best bet?
I'm unfortunately going to take a side.
Oh, I bet I can guess what it is.
Raiders money line.
Oh, it wasn't. I couldn't guess what it was.
What did you think my side was going to be?
I thought it was going to be Falcons.
Well, here's the deal. The Falcons were +3 at one point in this week and are no longer +3. They are now favored to win the game by almost 3 points. And that is I will not be giving that pick out situation as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Raiders. Would you like to explain Raiders?
The Chicago Bears are stinky poo. I think that the Raiders are a half decent team at home, not good, half decent. And I think the Bears are mid as hell. I think they have a great play caller. I'm sure this won't be as easy as I prefer it to be, but I just think this is like a really good bounce back spot for the Raiders. So I just go out and be like tougher than a team, and like defense make a play or two. Caleb will halftime, everyone will be like, "Oh, is Caleb Williams good? Is he not good?" Blah blah.
Yeah, I think it's a good. It's
and
a good
also,
spot.
lastly, just being honest, I have them in a parlay to win 24K today, so I've convinced myself they're going to win. That's the other.
I'm with
reason.
you, brother. I'm with you. I think it's a good time to buy to fade. I should say the Bears after last week for sure. They played one of the worst defenses in all of football and made Caleb Williams look fantastic. Okay, my second best bet here. Before I actually do that, I do want to check in with the chat here. Loyalty Aragonis, Ravens defense is horrendous. Yes, I said that. If you can't pressure Mahomes, it's a long day at work. I would agree with that. Bagel and Locks said Brewers money line. I'm with you, Bagel and Locks. Somebody also said, and I want to just shout this out. JDubs88 said add one more as we were wrapping up our anytime touchdown lay. I will just say, if you ever want us to add a fifth leg, you just got to get the chant going in the chat. If there's a coalition in the chat that wants 5 legs, who are we to say no 5 legs?
I want to win 4 legs.
Yes.
I need to win 4 legs. Like I have got to win that touchdown parlay soon. And I promise you, once we win 4 legs, we're going to see like at some point the debut of 6 legs. And that's going to be a where were you moment for everybody.
I'm with you. I will also say too, man, like, dude, like it gets to like Saturday nights and I just like, this is all I can think about. Like, this is all I can think about is winning a touchdown.
Yes.
Right? And like, it's in both of our heads, it seems like, but like I gotta win so
we
bad.
have got to win, Ryan.
We have to, dude. We have to. We will. Okay. My second best bet, Rams -3.5. I do agree with you from what you said before. I think this is a Colts come crashing down to earth moment. I will say 2 things on this. One thing, I might just start becoming the like fade Daniel Jones guy on this show because I did give out Titans last week. Brian Callahan then demonstrated that he does not know how to coach a football game. I don't know if you watched. I don't blame you if you didn't. But I don't know if you watched any ounce of that football game. Like one of the worst coaching jobs I've ever seen in my life. So there's that. That's one.
Yeah.
2, I think the Rams defense is. I could argue the Rams defense is top 5 in the league. I think they are going to be very, 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 very good the rest of the season, and I don't know if the Colts are prepared for that. My third thing is Daniel Jones, for the first time in his NFL career, posted on Instagram mid-season with the caption 3-0. They're going to lose. They're probably going to lose big.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Like the first time you post in season is when you're playing well.
Yeah.
Bryson.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I agree. I'm anti-posting in the season. I would never post in the season.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. I would post job not finished every week. I'm a big job not finished guy. I would post like every week. Win, lose, draw, tie, world blew up, everything. job's not finished.
I love that for you. Can you give me your last best bet before we get out
And
of
I
here?
would win the Super Bowl. I would win the Super Bowl, and I'd be like, job finished. And then I'll restart the same thing next season.
So you would keep setting
Anyways,
it up.
last best bet. Can you put Jaguars 49ers for me, please, sir?
I can.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor and can you go to special teams props? Is there any chance you have those?
I do.
Can you scroll down for me just a tiny bit? Cam Little, 2+ field goals, 3+ field goals, 4+ field goals.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Cam Little
Nobody
guy.
loves kicking a field goal like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. I'm a Cam Little guy. I will also say I think this is like a little bit of a revenge spot for Rob Saleh. I think he thought he had the Jags head coaching job after Liam Cohen backed out of it, and then Liam Cohen said, "Actually, never mind, take back seas," and they hired him instead. So I think this is a little bit of a get back spot for him. So I think the 49ers will tend to play good defense here. But no, I'm with you. I also like Cam Little. I know he missed a field goal last week, but I think Cam Little's good.
Yeah, he's all you got. Yeah, that might be the latter pick I give out. Honestly, I honestly might plant my flag with Cam Little today. The problem is I can't lose and people make fun of me.
That is true. That is true. But if you win, dude, I feel like you got to keep going.
Yeah, it's a good take. Such tough. Winning is so hard.
Winning is very difficult. Okay, my last best bet, Dallas Cowboys +7. And people are going to say you're crazy. People are going to say you're a homer. I'm here to tell you that the Cowboys have injuries right now that they simply cannot overcome. They're not that good of a football team, right? That is what it is. Can't lose Tyler Booker. Yeah. Can't lose Cooper Beebe. Can't lose CeeDee Lamb. Can't lose all that. Can't have DeMarion Overshown out and overcome all that. I'm here to tell you that they will today. Bryson, do you remember the last time these two teams played in Texas? What the spread was?
I have probably seen my therapist 20 times since that moment, and I have done everything I can. I've spent every bit of money I could to forget that football game, and I still unfortunately remember it.
The Green Bay Packers were +7, and nobody gave them a chance. They came in and they whooped the Dallas Cowboys. Now, do I think the Cowboys win this game? No. Do I think they cover a 7-point spread? I do, Bryson. I think people think this is a Micah Parsons revenge game. He's going to come in, he's going to have 7 sacks, and the Packers are going to whoop the Cowboys. Yeah. And based on the Packers play last week, and everyone thinking it's a get back spot, and everyone watching the Dallas Cowboys make Caleb Williams look like the National Football League MVP, I understand why people think that. The Cowboys are running the ball really well right now, somehow still without offensive linemen that they desperately need in order to be competitive this year. They're without their best receiver. George Pickens' hand sometimes decides to fail him. I just think that this is a game that they're going to come in a little bit more fired up for. I'm going to stop myself from what I was going to say. I'll say this. I think that if there's one side that's fired up and there's another side that's not going into tonight, I think the Dallas Cowboys are more fired up about this game in regards to extra motivation than anyone else on the football field. And that's what I'll say. That's what I will say.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with what you're getting at. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. That's my honest take.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Like, I don't disagree with what you're getting at. I am very interested to see how this game plays out. I honestly don't know if I'm going to bet this game. There are too many possibilities. I
completely agree. I completely agree with you, and I don't blame you either way. Okay, these are our best bets.
Yeah,
6 legs. Chris Olave 6+ receptions. Ravens money line. Raiders money line. Rams -3.5. Cam Little 2+ field goals, and the Dallas Cowboys +7 on Sunday Night Football against the Green Bay Packers. 6 legs. If you're like, these guys know ball and they're going to sweep the board, 6 legs, 32-1 over on DraftKings. If you don't, you like some of them, you want to pick and choose, go do that. Play them as straight. If you're like, these guys don't know ball, this is going to go 0-6. Feel free to fade us. do what you'd like over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Okay, Bryson. I will say I'm a Beast 88 said this guy tripping the Cowboys secondary can't cover anything. Today will mark the 5th time in the career of Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs that they are playing a game on the same field together. And every time they have done so, the 4 times prior, it has been good for the Dallas Cowboys. Will that change tonight? I don't know. We'll see. Jordan Love seems to own the Cowboys, but we will see. Thank you to everyone in the chat who jumped in. This is always fun, Bryson. We just need to win, man. We just need to win. Just win one. Don't let us get hot.
No.
Adios. Peace.